So we're jumping into a deep dive on what has to be one of the biggest headaches for any professional AV integrator.
Oh, absolutely.
Distributing that full-fat, high bandwidth 4K video over long distances.
And doing it without losing quality or creating a resolution conflicts. That's the real challenge.
Exactly. And our source material today is the Blustream PRO-OUT4TLS-V2 board, which is pretty much engineered to solve that exact problem.
It really is. I mean, the sheer data challenge here is immense. You're trying to push 18 gigabits per second.
That's 4K at 60 hertz, 4.4.4 color.
Right. And that kind of signal just doesn't like to travel far on its own. It degrades, and it degrades fast.
Okay, so let's unpack the tech that makes this whole thing possible. It's really a team effort between two systems.
It is. First up, you've got advanced HDBaseT.
Which is the distribution backbone, right?
Yeah.
It lets us get rid of all those messy cables.
Exactly. Power, control, audio, high-def video, all running over a single simple C cable.
And to get that HDBaseT run to handle the full HDMI 2.0 spec, that's where the second piece comes in.
That's CSC, color space conversion. You need it because that full 4.4.4 color just eats up bandwidth.
So CSC is sort of an intelligent compression.
A very intelligent one, yeah. It squeezes the signal so it can travel the distance, but it keeps the crucial stuff like HDR and, importantly, HDCP 2.2.
And let's just quickly touch on that. Why is HDCP 2.2 so non-negotiable?
It's the copy protection. It's as simple as that. If you're distributing premium 4K content and any single part of your chain isn't 2.2 compliant,
You get a black screen.
you get a black screen. This board makes sure that handshake is maintained all the way down the line.
Okay, moving to the hardware itself. This isn't just a standard quad output card. It's got a dual output structure for each zone.
Correct. So for each of the 4 zones, you get simultaneous HDMI and HDBaseT outputs.
Which means you could have a local display right there at the rack and then run another signal out to a remote display maybe 40 meters away from the same source.
Exactly. And speaking of distance, that 40 meters is for the full 4K UHD signal.
And if you're working with, say, a simpler 1080p screen.
Then your range extends quite a bit, all the way up to 70 meters.
Now, this next part is, I think, where this board really shows its value for integrators. It's the independent downscaling.
This is the aha moment. This is what solves what we all call ED8 hell.
Right, where one lower-res display forces the entire system down to its level.
And that's the thing. This board stops that. It lets you mix and match. If you have a beautiful new 4K screen and an older 1080p display running from the same source,
It doesn't compromise.
it doesn't. It sends the maximum 4K UHD signal to the 4K display while independently downscaling the signal just for the 1080p display.
So what are the actual downscale options it gives you?
You have some flexibility. It can take it down to 1080p at 60 Hz, or it can manage bandwidth by converting the color space down to 4K 4.2.0, and it does this in real time per output.
Let's talk about installer convenience. IC power over cable, or PPO-C, is supported.
Which is a huge time saver. The card itself powers the Blustream HD-based receivers like the HEX70 CSRX right through that same TAP cable.
No more finding a power outlet at the display end.
No separate power supplies. And the quick release fittings mean it just slots right into the custom Pro Matrix hub. Super smooth.
And what about audio? With all this heavy video processing, is audio fidelity taking a hit?
Not at all. It maintains full support for all the known HDMI audio formats. We're talking Dolby True HD, DTS HD, Master Audio, even immersive formats like Dolby Atmos.
So if we pull back, the PRO-OUT4TLS-V2 is really a specialized tool. It's engineered to bring order to the chaos of these complex high-bandwidth setups.
It's all about resilience, providing that critical link to maintain premium video quality across different hardware and over serious distances.
It's a problem solver.
It is. And here's a final thought for you to consider, something that speaks to the engineering. Look at the operational temperature range, 32 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's quite specific.
It is, and it highlights just how much physical demand is on this hardware. When you're continuously processing 18 GBps of data, things get hot. That focus on stability, on keeping it cool enough to run perfectly, that's the real measure of a pro-grade component.